I'm John English, and this is Lumenexus. It's a interactive electronic sculpture about 6 feet wide. So Lumenexus is made up of 196 different circuit boards that are assembled in a large sculpture of this kind of strange shape. So the shape of the sculpture is based on minimal surface geometry, which is something akin to what you see soap film do. So it's mathematically generated and set up as a repetition of one shape 12 times. This is the circuit board for Lumenexus, or at least one of several different types. So each circuit board has a set of LEDs on the top and the bottom. It also has microphones for the top and the bottom and one speaker. So each cell is kind of its own self-contained small interactive installation, but it can also talk to all of its neighbors. So we can have this sort of network interaction going on. The idea is that we'll be shining the LEDs behind a nice translucent plastic, so we get a soft color. And we'll try to find the right balance between being close and easy to build and far away and softer. With Sound Puddle, you've got one microphone for the whole installation, and all of the LEDs are responding just to that one microphone. For this installation, there are 196 different cells, and each cell has its own sets of microphones and its own sets of LEDs. So each one can independently interact with what it's hearing from its microphone. However, it can also interact with what it's getting told by its neighbors. So we can do things where if you interact with one area, that might propagate out across the rest of the installation.
Do you have the leaf hardware on your desk still by any chance?
That's over there.
The basic Lumenexus shape is made up of what we call a primitive, which is a small curved segment of the overall shape, and we build several repetitions of the same thing and then hook them together, and eventually that creates a closed surface which is continuous all the way around. And that's been fairly challenging because it means our angles and geometries have to be really super accurate, otherwise the shape doesn't line up correctly. But anyway, these are some of the laser cut prototype parts for the framing, and then the individual triangular panels with the LEDs inside will be hooked up to these points and then to each other to form the surface. And each side will be individually reacting since they're optically blocked from each other. So it should create a really complex geometry that'll be very different looking depending on where you stand in relation to the shape.